Well, Merry Christmas. And so tonight's the last night of Santa's Twin by Dean Koontz, illustrated by Phil Park. And so based on the views, it looks like I still have one person with me. Hopefully somebody else will enjoy this as well. But I had fun doing it. I had fun reading the book. And Santa has come and gone at our house. We celebrated Christmas here on Christmas Eve, because that's when I had my son. So we had a very good Christmas, and looking forward to a relaxing day tomorrow of just not doing anything. So everyone else will be off, opening presents, and I'll be sawing logs. So, well, let's finish our story. So, Santa's Twin by Dean Koontz, illustrated by Phil Park. When last we met, Lottie and Emmy had gotten to North Pole, and they were just amazed by all the beautiful Santa's village, because they believed they could see it. Santa's Twin is still tied up tight in the sleigh, and let's continue. So then we were looking at the let's see here. I think we'd gone into this room here because there was snowmen in the corners. We saw that. So let's read this here. No, we'd read this. This is where's Mrs. Claus, and we ended with but there's some mud the bad twin tracked in, then a thud. All right, so let's see. A thud from the cellar far down below. No time to waste, the two girls go. To a massively timbered door they spy, and down the cellar stairs they fly. Down, down, around and down. Some more. In lantern light to a cold stone floor. A huge burlap bag spotted with grime. This is it, the scene of the crime. Untie the knot. Quick, open the sack. Santa's inside. Pull the burlap back. Off with the blindfold and the gag. Off with these ropes, out of the bag. He jumps to his feet, almost topples, steadies himself, pops his ear, stopples. Dear girls, how well you have behaved. Without you, Christmas couldn't be saved. All right, so we see this place that they ran down inside of. And they're going down the stairs there, and there's Santa's all trussed up in a bag in the deep, dark, dank hole. All right, where's our snowman in this one? All right, let's see here. I see a pickaxe and a pineapple lantern. Do I see a snowman? Well, that's a tough one. The girls are running down there. There's a snowman on there. Is there a snowman on the bag? Maybe a snowman on the stairs. We may have another page without a snowman, which just feels wrong. Because you had a snowman every single picture except for that one that we found. Up. I found him. So there's got to be one of that other one. So he's right over in here. Right there. Along the wall there. This is a fun book just to spot the snowmen. We may have to go back and find that one next year. All right. All right. I'm gonna show this picture first because there's an awesome picture of Santa Claus. That is a jolly old elf right there. That's him jumping out of the bag and saying how good they've been and they saved Christmas. Oh, this Santa, no doubt. No, oh, this is Santa, no doubt about that. From his boots to the pom-pom of his hat. He's radiant, glorious, a sight to behold, the elf about whom so many tales are told. He laughs, ho, ho, ho. His merry eyes shine, his sweet, kindly smile is simply divine. You're Emily and Charlotte. I know you. You're two good girls, through and through. I've never had to bring you lumps of coal on one of my annual trips from the pole. Those were magic ropes, blindfold and gag. Only good kids could free me from that bag. Says Emmy, the bad claus is in the sleigh, tied up tight. Now let's be on our way. We must save Christmas. It's getting late. Lottie says, hold on a minute. Just wait. I'm wondering why, at this magical pole, your cellar is such a deep, dark hole. Santa winces, sighs. Also dismal and dank. And when we first moved in, it really stank. We have a problem with groundwater seepage and really persistent purple fungus creepage. Girls, everyone has troubles, even Saint Nick. So smile and be merry. That's the trick. Who knew Santa had seepage issues? Back in the square, in front of the house, the little stuffed toys unload the louse, who's wrapped up in jump ropes and slinkies, his mustache still secured to his pinkies. He's wide awake now and not half so fearful. The real Santa Claus gives him an earful. What is the world? What is the world were you trying? What in the world were you trying to do? Surely you're not bad through and through, confused, misguided, no doubt about that. You wear my suit well, especially that hat. Always be nice to kids, give 'em a smile. They'll all love you too, after a while. Emmy says, be nice as you were taught. When you're bad, you'll always be caught. What if we told your mom what you've done? Then would being bad really be much fun? Lottie says, you even hit me with a pie. If your mom knew it all, wouldn't she cry? Emmy shakes her finger. Oh, shame on you. Don't you always know before everything you do, you must ask yourself how Mom would feel? To know you've done it, that's the seal of approval and the guidance we all need. To help us to be good and to do good deeds. And then we have our picture of Santa and the girls giving Bad Santa an earful there in the square on the big thing there. And there's snowmen. It says peace on earth, goodwill to men is what. There's 75 degrees, 90 degrees, 105. So it's like a globe. It's got the different latitudes. Yep, those would be the longitudes, John. Longitude's long, latitude be. So it's got the longitudes. And then there's a little snowman between earth and good. So there's a little fancy snowman there. Let's see. The bad Claus's eyes well up with tears. He sniffles, then blubbers when he hears the girls mention mother. Oh, please. But for the slinkies, I'd be on my knees, begging you not to tell dear Mother Claus all the bad things I've done because she's the sweetest and kindest of souls you'll ever find between the two poles. I've been thoughtless, so mean and bad, but I never wanted to make Mama sad. I've been as a bad boy could be, because I never thought Mama would see. Lottie says, no one can fool his mother any more than kids can fool your brother. Sooner or later, every mom always knows if you've been bad or good. It shows. Scary, I know, but that's how it goes. Now stop blubbering and wipe your nose. Snow begins to fall from the polar skies as Santa says, "Girls, you are both wise. I'm giving you 2 brand new blue bikes, and to your parents, whatever each likes. And you will come along to share the joy as I bring gifts to every girl and boy." So here's Santa and Lottie and Emmy and the bad Claus doing his crying over, that his mama's gonna know. Mamas know. Then there's reindeer in the back there. And all right, where's the snowman? I make these things harder and harder to find. See, I thought it might be in the harness of the reindeer, but it's not. There's an angel there. Oh, wait a minute! Wait! That's no angel. That's a snowman with wings. At least that's what I'm guessing. All right. And they're off, looks like there. So I'm going to show that picture here. They're all off in the sleigh. Let's see what it says. Unslinkied with all jump ropes unbound, Santa's brother leaps up from the ground. "Let's hurry and undo all that I've done, or this Christmas won't be much fun." A crowded sleigh, 2 Clauses, 2 girls, rockets into the sky as the snow swirls. "Good reindeer." Nope. See, they don't tell me who it is. I'm realizing that's what it says. "Good reindeer, I'm sorry for all I said. I had the meanies, shoulda stayed in bed." So explains the previous twisted twin, who's better now than he's recently been. Lottie and Emmy are afraid that the crime can't be undone. There's too little time. But Santa can deliver in a single hour by stretching time with his magic power. Flying like a comet chased by the sun, they sneak past every police radar gun. The best trick of all, at any one time, they can be in many places. 9009. How this is possible, no one explains, leaving the girls with headache pains. All right. Okay. Okay. I'm seeing this now a little bit better. So, yeah. So what we saw originally, where they were going across there, what we actually are seeing is literally Santa everywhere, and so are the girls and the reindeer. There's like multiple reindeer, they're all landing. Santa's going down a chimney. Up there, there's a snowman down here, down here. So if you look a little bit closer, you'll see that there's Santas in all the windows, and in the background you see that there's reindeer on top of the roofs everywhere, and our snowman is down here. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Santa everywhere. All right. At last all gifts had been given away, and still night hasn't turned into day. They race the sun to the girls' place, where soon it's time for them to face Mom and Dad on the snowy front lawn. Someone might be spanked before dawn. Pouring out through the open front door is popcorn, and from a few windows more popcorn, and is popped from the chimney too. Oh, what a terrible thing did I do? Oh wait, that was. I'm slipping here. Oh, what a terrible thing did I do? Asks the once bad Claus, who now behaves. 10 pounds of corn and some microwaves can do more damage than I ever thought. Gee, I have to admit, I was never taught to be such a mischievous fat old elf. I'm thoroughly ashamed of myself. Girls, I'll see that you're both thanked. If anyone is, I'll be the one spanked. Down to the front yard the reindeer fly. Mom and Dad are waiting to be told why. Their house has become a popcorn machine, waking them from their Christmas dreams. They stand in pajamas, robes, and slippers, gazing up at their sleigh flying nippers. And you got the little bit more easier to see snowman here. He's right there in the corner there, kind of surprised by the amount of popcorn there. There's Mom and Dad. So. From the sleigh into Mom and Dad's arms, both girls use their clever child charms to keep Santa's brother from being paddled. Forgive him, he was temporarily addled, but he helped our Christmas back on track. He helped put Christmas back on track. He'll never again stuff Santa in a sack. Santa says, I'm Santa and this is my twin. His name is Bob. Will you let us come in to clean up the mess, set everything right, before dawn puts an end to this magic night? Your house is the last stop on our journeys, and I sincerely hope we can avoid turnies. With mouths wide open, as if to catch flies, Mom and Dad gaze at the sleigh, the skies. The sight of the red-suited smiling Clauses leaves their eyes wide and apparently causes an attack of whim-whams. They can't speak. Dad softly peeps. Mom squeaks a small squeak. Santa says, I'll assume the answer is yes. Then he and Bob, in 3 minutes or less, vaporize all the popcorn, clean up the mud, magically transform the toad snot and crud into gifts that are sure to please everyone, to ensure Christmas morning is nonstop fun. There we go. There's the two Santas at work. Bob and Santa Bob. Bob Claus. I wish you'd called him Bob earlier so I could have called him Bob. Out in the front yard, each girl gets a hug from each of the Clauses, cute as a bug. Each girl, that is. Well, each Claus, too. Bob says, I left a big brown cow for you, prettily gift-wrapped by one of the trees. Then Santa wants... by one of the trees. Then Santa wants to turn Bob over his knee. Bob says, giving a cow, that's not mean. Remember, with milk, we can make ice cream. Santa gives his brother a very stern look, and Bob decides to operate more by the book. Okay, so I'll change the cow into a puppy. Better yet, make it a small black puppy. Then into the big sleigh each Claus bounds. Mom and Dad are still making curious sounds. Gasps of surprise and squeaks and peeps. What is the particular problem that keeps grown-ups from accepting that magic is real? That it's okay to believe in what you feel? Into the night 8 reindeer take flight. The big soaring sleigh is a wondrous sight. Then Santa and Bob call out from on high. Yo Lottie, yo Lottie, yo Emmy, goodbye, goodbye. Believing in magic, you saved Christmas Day. Keep believing in us after we've gone away. And then there they are, watching Santa and Bob head off in the sleigh. And let's see here. Do we have a snowman? We have a black puppy. Ah, she's got little snowman slippers. Mom does. Mom's got some snowman slippers. Did I do the one before? Do we have a snowman before? Oh, there's Santa. There's snowman and Santa's buttons. on this one. All right. And that would be the end. All right. Run out of battery, so it's kind of good. Now that you have finished this book, turn the pages, take a second look. In every picture you are sure to see a jolly snowman peering back at thee. Some of our snowmen are easy to spot, but many among them simply are not. Hiding, lurking, but none are mean. You're keeping an eye on the scene. You see, snowmen work for the Claus, reporting to the North Pole, because Santa must know who's good or not, so he can avoid delivering toad snot. To all good children who deserve toys, Santa is fair to all girls and boys. Never be mean or say something untrue, because snowmen may be watching you. And we found all but that one picture. I don't even know which one it was, but well, so if you find that one, if you get the book, which I do recommend, Santa's Twin by Dean Koontz, illustrated by Phil Parks. If you do get it, tell me if you find that one that we couldn't find. And also, I think next year I will try to pick up Robot Santa so that we can read that one. That would be kind of fun. So thanks for joining me. Hope that you enjoyed this Christmas-themed reading of Santa's Twin. It was a lot of fun doing. And Merry Christmas to one and all. I hope that this if you're reading this or if you're watching this that you take the time to grab a good book at Christmas time, gather the children around and read them. Read a book to them and let them hear the sound of your voice as you're sharing the stories that are just enchanting, and also the most important story, the story of the birth of Jesus Christ, and how God sent His only Son to die for us, and on this most special of evenings, Christmas Eve, that's the true. Santa stories are great, but that's the story that I will leave for you to share with your family. Merry Christmas and happy birthday to Jesus. God bless. Have a great night.